Just 3 seconds. That's what a viewer needs to know if he or she is going to click on that thumbnail or not. Yes, 3 seconds. Listen, 3 seconds is not much. So you want your thumbnail to be as catchy, as bold, as inviting, as interesting, and give them what? A lot of emotions, a lot of curiosity for them to want to click. If your thumbnails are not doing all this, then people won't be clicking on your thumbnail. People won't be clicking on your video. People will always scroll when they come across your video. And when people keep on scrolling, it's giving the YouTube algorithm a bad report, a bad signal that people do not like seeing your content. All right. So we want to be teaching you how to create thumbnails that what? Click. And what do I mean by click? How to create thumbnail that nobody is going to be able to what? Resist. Big creators can even put out their face, and guess what? Without write-up, and boom, their videos are viral. But as a new content creator, you need to make sure you're optimizing everything you need to optimize to make people click on your video. Please make sure your thumbnail is doing the magic. That is the first thing. We are going to use Netflix. Netflix as an example. Imagine you scrolling through the Netflix app, and guess what? You have virtually just 3 to 5 seconds to choose if you want to watch that particular movie or not. 3 seconds is not much, but guess what? If your thumbnail is good enough, if that thumbnail of that particular Netflix movie is good enough, guess what? People will be clicking more often on that particular video. So this brings us back to the topic. Thumbnail is very, very important. Do not sleep on your thumbnail game. People can excuse that your video quality is not good enough, but when you are trying to create a thumbnail, please, if you have someone you can borrow a good phone from, please borrow that good phone from the person just for the sake of that thumbnail. The picture in front of your thumbnail, the image should be very, very neat, sharp and precise, very clear. Okay. The same goes for your write-ups, the elements that you're going to be using. I get asked this question a lot. Should I put my face on my thumbnail? Yes, you can put your face on your thumbnail, but it's going to work for most big channels, all right? Because when people just see their face, this is my favorite YouTuber, and they'll just click and watch their video. You not adding your face on your thumbnail is to your advantage. When people love you, they already love you, and it's just your preference, okay? I won't say don't put your face or put your face. It's just your preference, but make sure that you are using a contrasting colors. Make sure you're not using colors that are not, are not marrying each other. All right. Let the colors that you're using, black, white, and red, goes very, very well. I see blue and white. It goes very well. Now the in thing, I see people using yellow. Yellow goes very, very well with neutral ash color or black. So yeah, so I've seen also pink. I started using that one recently. Pink and black is very beautiful. I like it. It's for the girly. So there are colors that are catchy. When people see it, they will just want to click. The next thing is using fonts. Make sure your fonts, what I mean by fonts are things like this. When you are using either Canva or CapCut, make sure you're using fonts that are bold. Don't use all this calligraphy, all this the ones that has italics, all those kind of fonts. Make sure your fonts are bold enough that when people see it at the first glance, they can read what you actually wrote down on the thumbnail. All right. So secondly, when you want to put some elements on your thumbnail, make sure you reduce it as much as possible. If that element you're trying to add on your thumbnail is not relevant, please don't even think of adding it, okay? Please do not think of adding those elements. Elements I like to use on my thumbnail, I like using YouTube logo. I like using the YouTube logo. So you will know that what I'm teaching is about YouTube, all right? Then I also like using the arrows. Yeah, the arrows to show or to point at to bring their attention to a particular thing. The arrows are very, very good when describing a particular thing on a thumbnail. Where you want their attention, where you want to drive their attention, you use the arrow to drive their attention there. Another thing I noticed that catches my attention when I see someone's thumbnail is thumbnail that has red. Another thing is the rectangle or a circle, but mostly a rectangle and a word written inside, inside the rectangle. And the rectangle background color is different from the write-up background color. So these things are, just a 2 words or 3 words write-up, and that is it. Do not put so much write-up on your thumbnail, because that write-ups that is on your thumbnail is going to make your thumbnail look crowded and unorganized, and people will just scroll when they see your thumbnail. Make sure you're adding the most relevant things that needed to be on that thumbnail. Okay, I would recommend to use the 4 words strategy on your thumbnail, but most preferably 3. Okay, keep it short, keep it minimal, keep it bougie, keep it sassy, classy, and the rest of it. Don't crowd your thumbnail so much with so many elements, unnecessary elements. It's not going to click. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is raising emotions. Make sure your thumbnail is raising emotions and compelling people to ask questions. Like for this particular video, you see what I did there? Thumbnail sucks. Yeah. And you'll be like, whose thumbnail sucks? There's nothing stopping me from saying your thumbnail sucks, okay? But no, I did thumbnail sucks. Now you're going to be curious, or you're going to be asking your question. This thumbnail sucks. Is she trying to say that thumbnail is not important? Or is she saying that thumbnail is important, but there is something more to it? You need to ask questions, and you'll be like, okay, let me know what this thumbnail sucks is all about. Is it about my own thumbnail? There are things I'm supposed to change on my thumbnail that I'm not changing. Other things I'm supposed to do on my thumbnail that I'm not doing, that is making my thumbnail not to click. So these are the questions, all right? So make sure your thumbnail raises what? Questions, curiosity, and makes them ask the questions. So after doing this, trust me, you are going to start creating irresistible thumbnails. Irresistible thumbnails that will always click, that will make people always click whenever they stumble on your thumbnail on their homepage. And yeah, I would likely recommend you use Canva. You can use Binge. You can also use CapCut. Already have a feature for you to, create thumbnails already. It has default thumbnails already created. You can come and edit and put in some things, change color, background color, and everything you want to do. But I, for one, I will prefer using Canva. Canva is my go-to. Canva is my go-to. You can create amazing thumbnails with Canva. You just don't know how amazing Canva is. Please make sure you're using Canva to create your thumbnail. So that will be all for this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, like, and hit the notification button so you will get notified whenever we post a new content. All right. So before I go, I want to use this opportunity to remind you to join our membership. All right. There are people that are already benefiting from our membership. Okay. So please join the membership and get premium membership perks made just for you. All right. So that'll be it for now. And please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. See you on the next one, where I'll be sharing amazing tips and tricks for you to go viral. I love you.